Welcome to OTN Paranormal. Viewer discretion is advised. Don't forget to subscribe. What's up, you guys? It's OTN and we are back again. And today we're going to talk about our top 5 cursed movies. So let's get it. Number 5 is the movie The Exorcist, which was released in 1973. While filming, Ellen Burstyn, who got thrown by Reagan in her room, actually ended up with a permanent spinal cord injury just from the throw that she gave her, and her shriek of pain was very real. The entire set for the McNeil home was burned. Like, there was a fire and everything burned down, right? So for 6 weeks, it was really hard to film because they had to, fix the home and whatnot, except for Reagan's room. Reagan's room was completely untouched, as if the fire had never happened there. After the fire, the set was blessed by a priest named Thomas M. King. However, after he blessed it in Washington, D.C., there was a premiere, basically an opening premiere in Rome for the movie, right? And lightning hit a cross on top, a 400-year-old cross on top of a 16th century church near where the premiere was taking place, and the cross fell and hit the floor. Number 4 is The Omen, and it was released in 1976. In June 1975, just 2 months prior to actually filming The Omen, the lead actor, Gregory Peck's son, actually ended up shooting himself. And then a few months later, his plane that he was boarding got struck by lightning. A few weeks later, executive producer Mace Newfield was also on a plane to LA that was struck by lightning. After that, producer Harvey Bernhard nearly got struck by lightning as well while he was filming in Rome. He was actually quoted saying the devil was at work and he did not want that film being made. An animal handler who also helped with the crazy baboon scene in the film from 1976 was also, shortly after the film was made, mauled and killed by a tiger. Special effects artist John Richardson got in a car crash post-production of the film. However, he did survive, but his passenger, who happened to be his assistant, Liz Moore, ended up getting beheaded, and it strangely was very similar to a scene that he had helped shoot. Richardson had also reported that he had seen a road sign near the crash after they had crashed, and it said Omen 66.6 kilometers, and it wasn't spelled Omen, O-M-E-N, it was O-M-M-E-N. And lastly, a plane was chartered by the film, but changed last minute, and shortly after it had taken off, it literally just went down, and it killed everybody on board. Number 3 is the movie Poltergeist, which was released in 1982. So all 3 films in the franchise are basically marked for premature death, if that makes sense. So many people believe that the deaths from these movies were actually payback, or a form of payback, because of the real corpse that were used in the flooded pool scene in the first film's lead, Heather O'Rourke, died at age 12. They thought it was flu-like complications, but she ended up passing away on the operating table due to cardiac arrest. She died less than a year after the release of Poltergeist 3. Dominique Dunne, who was 22, who played the eldest daughter, Dana, in Poltergeist, also passed away. She died in 1982 after being strangled by her abusive boyfriend, what was his name? Who cares? Whatever. He was 27. He was an ass. Julian Beck also died in 1985. He was in the post-production for Poltergeist 2. In 2009, Lou Perryman was actually axed to death by an ex-convict in his own home. Will Sampson died a year after Poltergeist 1 was released, and he died because of post-operative kidney failure. In 1992, Richard Lawson, who was also an actor in the film, actually survived a plane crash at a LaGuardia that actually killed 27 out of the 51 on board. Number 2 is the movie The Crow, which came out in 1994. While filming, Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee, was actually killed when he was shot by an unknowingly prop gun that was a .44 that actually had a bullet lodged in it, which I really don't know how that confusion happened. When Bruce Lee died in 1973, it was shortly after making a film, I think it was called The Game of Death, or The Game of Deaths, and he basically died in a similar way where the gangsters replaced the fake bullet with the real one, and he ended up getting shot. It's kind of weird that it was a little similar. One of the film's carpenters got shocked and burned by a scissor lift while on set as well. So a grip truck unexpectedly went up in flames, right? So that's just why. How did that even happen? A disgruntled carpenter also put his car through a plaster shop, just drove right through it. So during filming, there was this stuntman, and he kept falling through the roof in between takes, and there was also somebody else that accidentally stabbed their hand with a screwdriver. Now let's move on to number one. Number one is the movie The Conjuring, which came out in 2013. When the real family from the movie The Conjuring, the Perron family, visited the set, a huge gust of wind just kept like basically almost like bullying them. It was kind of weird. While most of the Perrons were at the movie set, their mother Carolyn was home, and she actually had felt a presence and ended up falling and having a very bad fall. And it was actually weird how it like had connected like that. Shortly after, the cast and crew had to evacuate from their hotel because there had been there was a fire. The phone calls between the screenwriters and whatnot, whenever they called Lorraine Warren to have a conversation or to ask about something or anything like that, it normally went either dead or there was a bunch of static the entire time. The laptop screen of lead actress Vera Farmiga, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, I'm so sorry. She actually showed a picture of her laptop, and it had like almost digital claw marks. It was really weird, and I mean, I wouldn't be able to explain that. I haven't seen a legitimate picture of it myself, but I wouldn't be able to explain that. We're gonna see if we can find one for you guys. I think that's insane. And there was also an actress that had shown like claw marks like that as well on her leg, though, like on her thigh area. Are you filming? Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We enjoyed, making it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed our top 5. Maybe we'll do a new one soon. We don't know. We have a lot of new things coming for you guys. We have new investigations coming. We got new info videos. We got brand new things on the channel that we're going to introduce. I'm not going to give away too much right now because you guys know I'm not allowed to do that most of the time. But for now, enjoy. And yeah. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Do you guys' thing. We're going to keep doing ours. And until next week, OT and out.